So I don't know if this is going to come out right. It's hard to. This is the phone. If you hear the anvil in the background, that's because the boys are doing a little project I got them working on. I am currently working on these knives. This is one. This is the handle to it. I burned them in. I got to build a guard to go right here, but I burnt in the handle on. I have 4 of these knives. I burned in the handle on all 4 of them. 2 of them are cooling down. These 2, I can start carving the handles down. So that's what I'm doing right now. I have the handle here, and my wife gave me this years ago, and I've modified it the way I want it to be. It's a Mora knife. This is just the lower end model, but I changed the handle the way I wanted it. I put this groove in it. I changed this had a piece of blade right here on this section here that stuck out, and it would get your fingers. I ground that. I changed the grind on it. I don't like the flat grind. This is more of it's got a little bit of the flat grind, but it's also been, I'm slowly sharpening the knife down to being more of a standard style of grind on it. What I normally put. I don't do flat grinds most of the time. But anyway, I'm going to rough carve these down to where I want it. This is red bud. So this is the morning after the election night, 2020. It looks like Biden is going to be ahead at the end of the day. But who knows? I'm not a Biden supporter by any means. I don't like Biden that much. I think the Democrats are using him to get Kamala Harris positioned the way they want her to be. And that's probably the case. I mean, you know, it's just my speculation. But I voted for Trump, not because I think he's the best president ever, but because he does things that I need him to do, and he's the best of 2 options right now. So that being said, I mean, it's America. Things happen. People voted in Clinton the second time around after they knew he was an adulterer. So, you know, crazy things have happened. If the Republicans hang on to the Senate and they keep enough of a population in the House to slow things down, it could go okay. I don't see it ending. I mean, I've said for a while I kind of see it ending in violence, but I'm not advocating violence. I think everybody needs to just take a breath and calm down a little bit. But the lawlessness that we've seen here lately is a good indicator that we'll have violence after the election, whichever way it goes. I mean, I just read a thing said that somebody got stabbed last night over this election. So, I mean, it can happen. See what I'm doing with this knife. Back to things that matter. Knife handles. Knife handles matter. I prefer a certain shape of knife handle. This is my carry knife, and that's the handle that I prefer right there. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it in the video. It's nice and thin here where you grip. It's thicker back towards the pommel. It's got a little bit of a ridge here where your fingers can wrap around it and hold it. I'm going to put a guard on these knives, a steel guard. Very similar. We're going for a very similar profile here. I'll hold it up beside it. And then I'm going to cut this video short because my phone makes high quality videos and it takes me a while to upload them. See right there? We're going to go for that, except it's going to be a bigger knife. Not much bigger. Blade's about 1 inch longer. But we're going to go for that curve down here, thinner right next to the guard, a little bit of a knuckle bump but to go between your center knuckles there, and then a little fatter pommel and a butt cap. But that's what I'm working on today. Don't don't be too worried about all this stuff, and don't panic. Be calm, prep, get your stuff in order, take care of your stuff, fill up the vehicle's gas tanks, because you never know what the gas is going to do after an election. Put food in the stores, and you know, clean all your stuff, all your tools that you have, and you know what I mean. But be peaceable unless something happens, and try to be peaceful. I mean, that's the best thing to do, is to try and take things calmly. But anyway, y'all have a nice day, and don't think it's the end of the world yet.